What is up, Thunder fans? Welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new here, my name's Thunder Fan Down Under. I make content about prospects, young NBA players, rookies, the whole lot. Young talent is really the main goal for my channel. And also, of course, the Thunder. But in today's video, we're talking about the 12th pick and who I believe Oklahoma could draft. Now, in one of the previous episodes, I talked about our second pick. There'll be a little card up the top here that you guys can click on. You guys can check it out. Hit that like button if you guys want. It's all up to you guys. Anyway, so in this one, we're going to dive into who I think is the best fit for Oklahoma at the 12th pick. And then at the end, you guys can comment, or even at the start, comment whenever you guys want to comment. It really helps out the algorithm. But comment what you guys think, who you guys reckon we should draft, and why. Alright, no further ado. Let's get into it, and let's talk about who we should pick. Alright, let's start off with the mock draft. Alrighty, so with the current mock draft by NBADraft.net, they've got in the number one pick going Jabari Smith to Orlando. OKC is getting Chet Holmgren. Wouldn't be too mad about. Still, would rather either Jabari or Paolo. Then we go down fourth, Jaden Ivey, Keegan Murray, Mathurin, Johnny Davis, AJ Griffin, Shaden Sharp. Then we got Ochai Agbaji. I think that's how you say his name, not really sure. Ty Washington to New York at number 11. And then at number 12, we have Tari Eason, which is an amazing pick. I honestly do think Tari Eason is a great player. We do lack the small forward role, and I think he could play that role quite well. And obviously, if we're getting a big at number 2, we should probably get someone like either another big or a small forward where we're lacking. Tari Eason is a great player. Let's go check him out. According to draft.net, in his last season at, where did he play? LSU. Didn't Ben Simmons play there? Anyway, let's have a look. In his last season, he averaged about 17 points a game, a block, 2 steals, an assist, and about 6.5 rebounds. That's actually pretty good. That's a lot better than I expected. Just letting you know, I haven't done any scouting for the 12th pick really. This is really just coming off what I've heard from comments, other videos, and now, really. Alright, so yeah, the mock draft on the big board, they reckon he's going to go 12th. His overall is a 92. Let's see, his strengths. So he can play either forward, he can play defense. He's very versatile, he's ready to go to the next level. He's great at blocking shots and grabbing steals. This is what Oklahoma like to excel in, just like how we've got Lou Dort, SGA. They're all great defensive players, I reckon. With his weaknesses, he apparently lacks consistency and makes mental errors, which is fine. As a young player, they can improve on that. But yeah, let's see, how old is he? How old is this man? He's 21, so he's a little bit older than the others, but that's all right. It's all good. 21's still young. All right, now let's have a look who I believe we should draft. It's going to be interesting because Tari Eason, it was one of the names I wouldn't mind picking up. There's also another one I like in Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren is he's a big man, 6'11", out of Memphis, power forward center. If we draft either Jabari or Paolo to go into the power forward role, then I would like to get Jalen Duren in the center. He's a young prospect. He's only 18 and a half years old. He averaged 12 points a game while 8 rebounds, which is pretty good in his first season as a freshman. So I think that's going to be a good pickup if we do get him. He's a great player. He's dominant. He only played 25 minutes a game. I think he's pretty good. He's physically gifted. He's a big prospect, power forward, leaping ability is amazing, and his mobility is really good for a modern day center. He's got a 7'5" wingspan, and he covers a lot of ground on the court. Great upside. Weaknesses, they reckon his motivation levels are pretty low, so they need to work on that. He needs to progress offensively if he wants to make it at the top level. Understandable, he's a young guy, we can work him. He's got a lot of time to work it. He needs to improve with his free throws. He only shot 62%, that's all right. Yeah, otherwise I think he's got a lot of potential, a lot of upside. Just like a lot of other players in this draft have a lot of potential and a lot of upside. He's one of them. Next up, I have a player that a lot of other people have been commenting, Jeremy Sochan, or Sochan, I'm not sure how to say that one, but yeah, he looks like a player that could run a bit. Apparently he's a very defensive player. I haven't seen any of the film. He's 19, out of Oklahoma. Well, he played at Baylor, but he's from Oklahoma. So that's pretty cool. He averaged 9 points, 4.5 rebounds. 6.5 rebounds, 2 assists, steal and a half and about a block. Not bad, not bad. Yeah. His NBA comparison is Kyle Kuzma. Oh, let's go back and we'll just have a quick look at Tari Easton's NBA comparison, if they have it. So Tari Easton's NBA comparison is Marcus Morris. Not a bad player, I don't reckon. Not bad at all. And Jalen Duren's NBA comparison is Andre Drummond, which I think is really good and really underrated. A lot of people don't rate Andre Drummond, but I actually rate him quite high. He was a really good player out in Detroit. He's back in his prime days, he was pretty bloody good. He could run basically the point guard at one stage for them. I swear he was such a good big man to dribble the ball. I don't know how, but he just did it really well in his prime. Now, there's 2 other players that I can see us going towards, and I really hope we do get one of them, because I was watching some film about a player called Mark Williams. He's a 7'1" center out of Duke. A lot of people commented on my last video about Mark Williams saying there's not enough upside, he didn't really show out of Duke. So that could be a worrying sign, but I didn't watch any of the games, and I probably should have. I really should have. I want to do more scouting and better scouting. But yeah, let's have a look at him. Mark Williams, a 7'1", 240-pound man out of Duke. He averaged 11 points and 7.5 rebounds. Yeah, okay, I see that. I definitely see that. Why he didn't improve, didn't impress, didn't do any of it. But he did average almost 3 blocks a game. That's great. We need that sort of defense, but I can see Duren doing that anyway. His NBA comparison is Clint Capella. Last one, but not the least. I think, and I'm not being Australian biased here, by the way, I think we should also draft a man that I have had my eye on for a while. He was a G League Ignite player, Aussie, 6'6". He's projected to go 19th in the draft, which I believe he had a really, really good draft combine, and I think he could even jump into the top 10. I know that sounds crazy, but he had a really, really good combine. He ran 6'6" without shoes, and he had like a 7-foot something wingspan, like real big wingspan. Kid, he's a beast, and I'm gonna call him like Dyson Daniels, 6'6" point guard, shooting guard. Could play the 3 if he puts on some size, and he's actually from Bendigo, Australia, and that's where I'm born, Bendigo, Australia. This kid could be something special, and I'm not being Aussie biased, not being Bendigo biased. I just think he's going to be something really, really good. For the G League, he averaged 11.5 points, 4.5 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and almost a block a game. Shooting wasn't amazing at the 3, only 25%, but he also shot 45% from the field. He's really good at finishing at the ring. He's a beast. I think he's a beast as a young guard coming into the league. What is he? I think he's like, oh, they haven't got his age yet, but that's all right. Oh, no, there it is. He's 19 years old. This kid is going to be something special, and I believe in him. He was playing against pros, well, sort of pros, proper age men. Not like he was facing any college kids. He was coming up against adults, and he did really well for a team that all shared the ball really well and everything. So I think this kid's going to be something special. Whoever drafts him is going to have a great time. I really hope we pick him up at number 12. And yeah, that's it for me. I know it's I rushed sort of through it. I talk really quick. I hope you guys stick around for the whole video. And yeah, I hope you guys hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. Really do appreciate it. Comment whatever you guys think. It really helps out the algorithm. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.